What's up, YouTube? Brad and Jeff here, Planetary Nutrition, talking to you today about an announcement, what we got in store for you. Jeff, why don't you tell them
what is it? I'm pregnant. No, I'm not pregnant. No. I'm too old to be pregnant, but I'm not too old to be fit, guys and gals. We always talk about all of our products that we have in our arsenal to help you reach and attain your nutritional as well as wellness goals, fitness goals. Brad and I want to be an example for everybody. So we're going to enter an upcoming physique contest. We're going to walk you through this. We're going to have a video log every week on Friday. Please follow us. Join in on the journey. We're going to just share a whole lot of different facts, right, Brad?
Right. So we're doing a men's physique contest. It's the Elite Classic in Greensboro, North Carolina on November 7th. We're approximately 8 weeks out. We started a little bit late for this contest. However, if you don't do this contest, you have to wait pretty much until the next late spring, April, May timeframe. So we jumped in on board, just needed some new goals, a new way to strive to the next level. Both of us are in fairly good shape, but we want to get in extremely good shape.
Yep.
So we want to show you how it's done. Being over 40 years old, age doesn't matter if you're doing the right things.
Doesn't matter, guys. 40, 45, 46, 47, 50, you can keep on going well into your 50s, well into your 60s, well into your 70s with the right nutrition plan, the right fitness, the right diet, and the right regimen.
That's right. So what we're doing right now is we're working out, literally working out 7 days a week. It's not necessary to work out that much. However, because of our time crunch, we're going 7 days a week on approximately 6 meals a day. That's 6 small meals with protein, carbs, and vegetables in each one. So depending on our portions, we have different portions because of our size difference and weight difference and so forth. So each plan is tailored towards what we need.
Yeah,
so.
And I'll break it down. So for me, I started out at about 205 pounds. I was right around 11 and a half, 12 and a half body fat percentage. There are different ways, and we'll actually through our video log probably give you some examples of how we measure our body fat, the different body fat measurement tools that you can use at home or in your local gym and fitness center. They probably have access to some different tools, but anyway, I started out about 205 pounds, about 12% body fat, let's just say. Like Brad said, it's been about 12 days now straight of working out, 12 days on a diet. My diet consists of 6 meals as well, 5 whole food meals, 1 supplement shake after my workout, and then calorically speaking, that's about 2,300 calories for me. So 2,300 calories. I'm really a different body type than Brad, as you can tell, standing here, but my body type's a little more slender, and I tend to hold muscle less than Brad does. So my diet's a little more focused on some a little bit fattier meats, but heavier meats as well. Whereas Brad's diet's focused more on meats that have a lot of omega-3s in them that'll help with the shred that won't be a problem for me as I go through the process. So Brad, you want to tell them about your, I guess.
So I started out at 220 pounds, roughly started right after Labor Day, and I've dropped down to 217 currently. I was around 13.5% body fat, which honestly speaking, that was higher than I expected. I felt leaner than that, just from past experience, knowing what my body fat is. So it's always good to check it on a regular basis so that you truly know what kind of body fat percentage you have. Because I was thinking I was probably 10, 11%. I was actually 13.5. But since then I've come down to just under 12 now. We're right around 12% in the first week and a half. So you can lose 1% of body fat a week if everything is on check, maybe even a little more in the beginning. And with the amount of time that we have, we're gonna have to have everything on point, because for the men's physique contest, we're gonna have to be somewhere around 5 to 6.5% body fat. 5 probably being optimal, but 6.5 being very good for the Masters division, which is what we're going to enter into.
Yeah, Brad mentioned the Masters division. So Brad and I are both over 40. So different contests are set up differently. Whatever contest you decide to go into, if you do, or If you just look at this from just a pure fitness standpoint, Brad's just barely over 40, like maybe a day. And then I'm a little over 45, so I'm on my way to 46. So just to give you an age reference, Brad talked a little bit about 7 days a week workout. You got to remember our starting point was 5 days a week, and then we ramped up to 7. So for those of you out there that are at 0, you definitely don't want to go all the way to 7 right off the bat. I'm not your doctor; that's not my job. But at the same token, I can tell you that just going from 5 to 7 was painful, absolutely painful. So, and then we added in extra cardio too. So we're doing cardio in the morning and cardio post workout as well.
So a little bit about the physique contest for those that don't know what the physique category is. It's kind of like bodybuilding. We've both done bodybuilding competitions a while back, actually years and years ago. And the physique category is something that you don't have to be so large. You know, bodybuilding got to the point where it was a size game. I'm 5'10", Jeff is 6'1". And so at those heights, you really have to be mass monsters to compete. So it kind of took us out of the game because we just didn't want to get that large or couldn't get that large to be competitive. And now the physique category is built more on symmetry, balance to the physique, and how conditioned you are. So you can actually be a smaller guy, but you have great, balance between your shoulders, your waist, your back. Everything's symmetrical, and that's what wins the contest, and also the conditioning that you bring to the table. So a little bit different from bodybuilding, gives the taller people a little more chance to compete, as well as the older people a little more chance to compete. So we're going to do this, and we'll let you know week to week how it goes.
How we're feeling, what we're eating, if our diet changes, if our supplement program changes. We'll keep you posted, guys. You may hear a little background noise. I'm just going to pick up the camera real quick, show everybody. So this is the back of our store where we're based at. So you hear that noise, that's over there behind those trees. Sorry about that. But hey, you know what? We're saving that money on that big studio so we can pass along savings to you guys. So, all right. So one of the things we want to do is just kind of show you where we're at. I'm going to step off frame, pull off my shirt, get back in frame, let you see what, as Brad mentioned and I mentioned, we both started off at one point. I'm down now just slightly under 10% body fat. So you'll see where I'm at, under 10% body fat. And again, my goal is to really try to layer in a little bit of muscle over the next 8 weeks. Not just simply lose weight and lose fat, but also layer in a little bit of muscle, which you can actually do, believe it or not. Depends on your diet, depends on which proteins you're taking in, when you're taking them in, your supplementation program as well, which primarily from a supplement standpoint, I'm taking a thermogenic. For those of you that are familiar with that, that's basically your basic weight loss product, just helps keep your metabolism up throughout the day. Also helps, some of them are designed to help keep down your, subdue your appetite a little bit. The one I'm taking is not in that category, it's more of a just pure thermogenic. Also taking a little bit of L-carnitine, which also helps with fat loss as well as focus and energy. And then really an isolated whey, about 50 grams of isolated whey. Nice truck, right?
All right, let's get your shirt
Let's
off,
strip down.
We'll show you. Basically, we're going to take our shirts off to show you what body fat level looks like. Now, for those of you looking at Jeff, you probably say, I mean, for a 45-year-old guy, he looks phenomenal, right? I mean, how many 45-year-olds have abs, at this point? So, having said that, to do a physique competition, you got to be a lot leaner. So he's currently at just under 10%, 9 point something, and you can see now what they're wanting in the physique contest is they want to look at the shoulder to waist ratio, and Jeff's waist will dial in a lot over the course of the next few weeks. We'll see him lose 2, 3, maybe even 4 inches off his waist.
Yeah. Right now I'm about 32, 33.
Yeah, so you'll see him get under 30 inches on his waist more than likely, and then all the detail in his back will come out, and his lats and everything will look wider and thicker as they get more detailed. So that's what you're looking at as far as, just under 10% body fat. For those of you kind of wanting to get an estimate of what it looks like, you definitely almost see all your abs at that level of body fat. And anything higher than that, you won't see quite as much visibility on the abdominals. Lower, you'll start to see more come in. So,
yep,
all right,
absolutely, guys. Brad's gonna step out of frame real quick. He'll pop off his shirt. Like I said, Brad is just slightly above the 10% level. And again, Brad's body shape and mine are very different. So remember, two different goals here. Brad's really stripping away, and he doesn't have an issue holding on to muscle mass, whereas, as you notice, I'm a more slender fella. And as Brad said, I'm gonna be trying to peek in some muscle. So as you can see, Brad is definitely that more thick, athletic build that you would typically see on a football field for the most part. You can already tell, like I said, Brad's shoulders are larger than mine, pectorals are larger than mine, and biceps are larger than mine. Now his waist, I don't know, what are you running right now, Brad, roughly?
It's about a 33.
About 33. So his waist is roughly the same size as mine, but given the fact that he's about a couple inches shorter, that's where you get that thick look from. So it's really not necessarily that he's thicker or wider, it's just simply that his trunk looks smaller than my trunk.
And the judges are looking for not necessarily big here. They're looking for, again, that balance and that symmetry in the physique. So, you know, if I can't get my waist low enough, you know, they might take away from that, even though I've got, you know, big shoulders and that sort of thing. So.
Yep. And at 12%, as you can see, the top of the abs start to come in. You can see his trapezius minors and majors up here coming in, but you don't see much of that lat insertion on his back. As we go through the weeks, guys and gals, you're going to start to see this really peak out. Brad's back will really come alive, and you'll see all the different muscles in his back as it starts to come out, and that separation between lat and waistline.
There you go.
All right, guys. So, hey, stick with us. Hang in there. We're going to have some good weeks. There's going to be some weeks where we're going to be fussing and moaning. I want to say another word, but we're going to be arguing, moaning about our diet, about our workouts. But stay with us. Over 40 fitness is attainable for sure.
Yeah.
We believe in it. We try to get our customers to believe in it and our clients to believe in it.
We practice what we preach.
And we practice what we preach.
There you go.
See you in 8 weeks.
We're 8 weeks out. We'll update you week to week. We'll also have some posing practice so you can see what we got to do on stage and that kind of thing.
Posing practice.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun, right?
All right.
See you guys.